Without the grower success, there's no us. And we know that, and we remember that every day. You're just part of their team. They trust you. You're like a family to them, and we're all trying to get to the common goal of a successful year.
They've got, thousands of dollars worth of crops on the tree, and so without the trust both ways, it wouldn't work at all.
We live in the same communities, we work in these communities.
We help farmers farm.
When I came out of WSU, a neighbor was working for this new chemical company called Wilbur Ellis. I worked for them for a long time. And then we're at that point where they changed management. And so I went to my customers and said, if I leave Wilbur, can I be your fieldman still for just a little bit per acre? They said, yep. As they did more and more business, they were saying, well, where do we buy our chemical? And I said, well, I'll look for a good deal for you. I said, instead of sending people to that outfit, why don't I figure out how to do it? So we just kept growing.
We help our growers make decisions that have a direct impact on their bottom line. And so it's a responsibility that we're frankly honored by, and we take it very, very seriously every day in everything we do. Our crop advisors are the best in the industry. Collectively, the value that they represent, not just to ourselves and each other, but to the growers that we serve, is tremendous. Some of those folks within that group not only have years of experience, but literally decades of experience. They don't wake up knowing this. It takes years and years of in the field, hands-on, problem-solving experience. But ultimately, it comes down to trust relationships, and those are generational. You can't circumvent that. That just takes time and consistency.
Well, in agriculture, there's so many challenges that we face. There's so many unknown variables.
The challenges on Dornick Fruit Ranch are having multiple varieties and having to change your outlook on what the current problem is through the season.
Today, the main challenges we have is producing quality product.
Some of the biggest challenges right now all farmers are facing are labor, then there's labor, then there's labor.
It's our responsibility to manage what we do with our land and making good decisions so that we can continue this next generation is so important.
They're walking your field acre by acre. The grower, of course, is walking his or her own field, but we're 1,200 acres here, and I don't have the time to do it personally. So you outsource that to a good consultant.
At GS Long, when the grower takes us on as a consultant, they're not only hiring me, they're also hiring the whole team at GS Long. We have, probably over 30 fieldmen, and it's not just here in the Yakima Valley. We also work with growers up in Wenatchee. We work with growers down in Hood River, Oregon. We're always talking back and forth, trying to see, okay, what are you doing? Is this working any better for you?
I'm through the vineyard once a week at least. You're looking for insects, you're looking for disease, you're looking for nutrient deficiencies. You're looking at the whole plant to make sure everything is where it's supposed to be. That's the big challenge for us, is to try to help them do more with less.
We recommend in-cell products, a lot of pesticides, a lot of fertility products. We leaf sample, we soil sample, making recommendations off those. We do everything we can to spray only when needed and to spray only parts of the field that need it to help minimize cost.
If we find something that needs to be taken care of, we'll write them a written recommendation, and then they'll apply the products that we recommend to control the pests.
Our goals are 100% aligned with the growers that we serve. If they're not, then we're off base, we've already lost. We've got to first see our customers succeed if we have any chance of succeeding.
Well, the biggest challenge, I think, today in the hop industry is dealing with European Union MRL issues. As we lose chemistries, it's making it more difficult to control pest and disease. We are trying some alternative programs to assist in that, but it's going to be an ongoing problem as we move ahead in the future.
We're constantly coming up with programs for diseases. It may be fire blight during the rainy season in apple and pear blooms. It may be rusting programs for some varieties that tend to rust it and we need a smooth fruit to market it. And every year is constantly changing, so it's never the same thing twice. We're also always working on return blooms because the grower needs a crop every year. And so we have programs to try to make the trees come back every season.
We try to figure out how to make you successful, which is in a changing environment with the expectations of consumers and retailers. This thing is always evolving.
which is very challenging for a grower to keep up on. And that's really what we try to do, is try to be the person you go to help through these challenging situations in order to improve your bottom line.
I think the reason we chose GS Long is our values are similar to our values. We care about our employees, we care about our community, we care about good stewardship for our environment. Soil conservation, water management are really challenges that we are facing every day. And knowing that GS Long is right there with us is really valuable in so many ways.
They care about our orchards just as much as we do. They're more like family than anything. You know, they're always there for me anytime I need help. They are a family-owned operation like we are, and we like to support family operations in this industry.
We use GS Long because of trust, and we trusted Gary when he started the company, and then we knew Ted when he went to the company. Every time that GS Long is there to validate a decision is very important.
It really is an intellectual think tank for horticulture. There's quite a few extremely professional and well-respected and renowned horticultural professionals at GS Long. And they truly are titans.
They're a great company to work with. Just simple things like inventory control. It's often that we may over-forecast our need for a certain chemistry just because there is so many unknowns, and GS Long just takes those products back as a return if they're not open. Things like that make a big difference.
The growers, that relationship, that trust relationship that's built over years, it's so good for the soul to just have that relationship.
I learned to be a better crop consultant. I learned to be a better person, a better businessman. There's so many things that Gary taught us in those early years that have been beneficial to not only me and my family, but to my life.
That is the most important thing. Be there to help people. Golden rule. Help them like you would like to be helped.
We're always looking forward to what might be coming around the tracks, different products, different technologies, different methods.
GS Long's continuing education program includes not only which products we use and how we use those products, but also things related to safety and government requirements.
And the growers need credits too to keep their license in place. Meetings will often have credits associated with those. And so as the growers are learning about new products or new state regulations, they're also earning credits for their license.
Our team is very focused on having a family feel. So not only do we serve our customers and our growers, but we serve our families of GS Long and our community. I thought it was really important for me to come back to a family business to keep my grandpa's legacy as a third-generation family member.
It all starts with the people that we have on our team. You know, from top to bottom, we have an incredible group of people that provide exceptional service every day in what they do, and we really truly are customer-driven. The number one thing we need to continue to do is make sure our customers stay successful. The foundation of that is what we've been built on, and I think we continue to do a great job of that today.
It's so neat to see them and want to just keep growing. And it isn't about making money, it's about doing the job absolutely correct.
Family first, that's really important to Grandpa. I think that when we treat our customers like family, that's really important to keep that going for part of his legacy.
We're still a very family-oriented business, and we do a lot of business with a lot of other family businesses that have supported us for 40 years. Being in the tree fruit industry is not easy. It's gambling every day. It's gambling every year. You never know if you're going to make money or lose money. And I like that, don't give up attitude. It may be good one year, it may be bad the next year, but you just keep on grinding away, and I like that a lot.